Hi everyone. In this video, we will discuss about the Kanban board feature which is available in Team Foundation server. So in this video, we'll be talking about TFS 2015 update 2. Okay. So we'll see what are the features supported as part of Kanban board. So when you talk about Kanban board, you would have seen in many companies, right? A big board on the wall with columns drawn, right? And either cards or sticky notes, put on those columns, and the total number of items in that column on the top of the column written, right? So which gives a visualization of the flow of your items or task or your user stories, right, or cards from one stage to another stage. The same feature is made available in Team Foundation server. Okay, so we'll see, apart from just a board with a list of columns, what all I can do in TFS 2015 Kanban board. Okay, so we'll be discussing how just an overview of Kanban board and how to add new cards or new items into the Kanban board, how to reorder the items or cards in certain columns in the Kanban board, and how it reflects either in the backlog page or even the vice versa, right? And we'll also discuss about Swimlanes, which is again a very important feature available in Kanban board, which will help us to categorize the work in certain segments like high priority work or standard work kind of thing. And also we'll discuss about how we can search items in Kanban board and delete the work items or delete the card, which is again a new feature with the TFS 2015 update 2, how I can delete a work item in Kanban board, right? And in Kanban board itself, I will see the user stories, plus I can even see the tasks. I can manage the task, okay, or I can create or edit the task, and I can even mark the task as done in the Kanban board itself. So that's also a new feature available in TFS 2015 update 2. Okay, so let's see how to uh, access the Kanban board feature in TFS. So this is my home page. I'm connecting to a sample team project called as Fabric and Fiber. Under that, I have connected to the Fabric and Fiber web team, right? So you can see my other video on team concept, how team concept is used in Team Foundation server. Okay, in my other video. Okay, so I'm connected to Fabric and web team. Now from the home page, let me go to the backlog page where I want to see the product backlog items or user stories, right? So let me click on that. So I'm using a Scrum based process template, so I can see all the product backlog items and bugs in my backlog page, right? So this is my backlog page, which lists all the product backlog items. Now let me go to the board. Let me click on this link, board. Okay, so the same thing I can see in a columnized ways, right, where I have all the items which are under new stage, right, under new column, and I have got different swim lanes. And if I expand the swim lanes, I can see the items which are under analyzed, approved, and even have a split of column under a approved thing, where I can say doing or done, okay, committed, and many columns like done, right? So this is my Kanban board, so which gives a quick update on what is happening, right? So I can see that in a quick glance how many items, okay, and how many items are in analyzed, how many items are in approved state, committed state, all the information, right? So let's see how to create a new card or a new work item, new product backlog item in Kanban board, right? To do that, I have to just click on this new item button here, and I can choose either I want to create a product backlog item or a bug, because in Scrum we can even treat bug as a product backlog item which can be used in iteration planning or sprint planning, right? So let me click on product backlog item and I can say, I'll just say PBI 10. Okay, so it's easy. I can just give the title here itself, then it's created. I want to assign it to anybody. I have to just click on this. Then let's say I want to assign to Annie. Okay, and I can put a story point, right? How many story point worth of work we have to do for this. So this again, it depends on the team how they want to do, how achieve this, right? It can be a team discussion. After that they want to put a proper story points where the entire team will agree, or the team lead or the manager can decide based on the experience. Okay, so my product backlog item is created. If you want to see the details, you can click on the link and you can see the details. Okay, now you can move this item to the next stage, that is analyzed. Okay, and from the analyzed you can move it to doing or done stage. So let me do that. And if you see now the item, it's in approved, because for these states I have mapped, right? After creating a new card and moving it to a different column, I can create many more items. Or let's see how to reorder things, right? So let me say I want to reorder this. So maybe I want to reorder the bug to be in the first place in this column, right? And to show the difference, let me open this in the backlog page also. Okay, you can see now bug test is first, right? Now let me say I want to move this. As a customer, I should be able to remove items from the shopping cart, right? Which is available here in the third position, right? Now you can observe that. So this item is available in the third position. Now when I move this in the Kanban board, okay, just come to the backlog page. It is already reordered in the Kanban board. Even it is reordered in my backlog page. See, you can see that it is moved from third position to first position. So it's vice versa. If I again move this maybe to the third position, right? And if I come here and refresh, so you can see that the bug is moved to the third position. So I can reorder my cards in any of the columns. Okay, or for example in the approved, so let me come here and see. Okay, so 11th position we have this, as a customer I should be able to log into the site, right? So that is available here, right? And as a customer I should be able to shop for a list of items based on popularity, so that is available here. So let me move this to above, so I can say that, so this should be done first, or this should be committed first, right? Now let me go to the backlog page and see that. So earlier its order number was 11. Now when I refresh, it should be reduced, so it should be done first, so it should have been moved above. You can see that it is moved to the position 9. So this is how we can reorder the items either in the backlog page, and you can come back and see in the Kanban board, or you can do that in Kanban board and it is already reordered in your backlog page. For example, this, if you put it in the first, then go to the backlog page, so available here, just refresh, so it should be available first. Yeah, okay, so this is about reordering your items in Kanban board and backlog page. So now let's talk about Swimlanes. So these are my Swimlanes, like expedite, standard, default, right? So this is again to categorize or group my items which are in progress state, right? Either in committed or approved or under development kind of thing. to categorize which are high priority work or which are low priority work or which are blocked items. So I can define. In the next video, we'll see how to configure swim lanes, how to modify it, right? All the different things about swim lanes, how to move up and above or how to rename. So all those details we'll see in the next video. And also we'll see about how to customize this Kanban board, right? What are the different settings? So all those things can be seen in the next video on Kanban board. So for now, okay, I can group items under expedite, standard, default, or any other swim lanes I can define. Okay, and I can even split a column, right? In under analyzed, I can split is saying that doing and done. Okay, which again gives me clear idea, because when I say the item is in analyzed state or approved state, but I don't know whether it's already approved or analyzed or it is still being analyzed or being approved, right? So this gives me clear idea where I can say okay, it is still in progress state under analyzed, or it is already analyzed, so it is ready to be pulled by the next column, right? I can do that. And we see here the work in progress limit. So for this column it is 5. So I can have anytime only 5 items in this analyzed column, right? If I go beyond 5, it will turn into red and indicate my team is overloading the items, so they're not completing the existing items but taking more items into this particular column or a bucket. So now let's discuss about how to search items in Kanban board. So there's a search option here. I can search items either based on a work item field which is displayed on the card or the tags, the work item tags. So I can again under Kanban board settings, I can go and add many more fields to be displayed on the card. That again we'll see in the next video. But for now we'll see how to filter items based on the display fields and the tags like iPhone or Windows Phone tags. Okay, so now let's check. So I want to filter based on the assignees, right? So I want to say all the work items assigned to Brian Keller, right? Or all the work items assigned to Annie or Julia. I can get all the details. Or based on the title, so I can say customer. So whatever words I use, it will try to filter based on the title. Or I can say, so I have got one item with PBI or whatever, right? So I can search based on title, based on assignee. I can even search based on the story point or effort. I can say how many items are there with story point 5 or how many items are there with story point 3, right? And I can search based on the tags. So this is my tag, Windows Phone, iPhone tag. So I can search based on the tags also. So this is how we can search in Kanban board. So now let's see one more interesting factor, how to create tasks in Kanban board itself, and even how to manage or how to track the progress of the task, right? So to do that, so let me just go and create a task for this particular item. I'll just click on this and say add a task. I'll just say new task. A task is created. Okay, I can just click new task 2. I can just hit enter, so I'll get option to create one more task. Hit enter or click on that add a task button. Now I have created 4 tasks for this particular product backlog item. If I want to see the details, I can see that. You can see 4 tasks are created and linked as a child item. I can double click and open the task and see the details. Okay, now here once the task is done, I can make it as done using just a button here. So it will be, you can see that it is marked as done. Okay, so whenever item is closed, right, or it's completed, and whenever developer goes and makes the state change to complete, so I can see those details. So let me do that using work item field. Let me say work is done, finished, save and close, and you can see that. So either I can just click on this button and make this as done if I'm monitoring it, or if my developers have already completed and if they have marked it as done, when I come to this page and when I see that, it will list me, okay, it's already done. So I can just minimize this or click on this, it will show me the list of tasks, and it gives a quick information. Out of 4, how many are completed? So that gives me a fair idea, like, okay, I've got 2 more tasks to be completed for this particular product backlog item. Okay, so this is about how to create a task like checklist, okay, and how to modify, how to even mark it as done. So one more feature available in TFS 2015 update 2 is deleting a particular work item or a task or user story or any of the work items. So in Kanban board, if I want to delete any of the items, I have to just click on this and say delete. So the best part is it will go and reside in this recycle bin. Okay, so I can, if I want, I can go and restore the deleted item. So for example, let me delete this item. So I can say delete. So before that, let me see what is the item name. Okay, it's 303 ID. Okay, so let me delete. So it says you want to delete. Yes, I want to delete this. So it is available in the recycle bin. If you go to the recycle bin, you will get that. You can see 303. So what you can do is either you can restore this work item, or you can permanently delete so that it is not available for any of your team members. So when you restore, it is available back in your backlog. So that's a nice feature to have, right? So because many times, I think from a long time, we had this request. So can I delete a work item in using a user interface, not through command line? So that is available. So either I can go and delete item, or if I double click in the work item page or a form, I have this delete option. So this will also delete the work item, or I can move this work item to the recycle bin, just like how we do in our Windows Explorer. So I can just put it here, so it is deleted. So let me restore it. So what we saw in this video is what is a basic idea on what is TFS Kanban board, okay, and how to add new cards in the Kanban board, how to reorder the work items or cards in Kanban board, and how it is affected in the backlog page or vice versa, and what are Swimlanes, how it can be used, how to search a work item in Kanban board based on the field or a tag, how to delete a work item and how to restore it back, and how to create child tasks, how to view or create a child task with respect to a particular work card or product backlog item, and even how to mark it as done, right? So all these things is possible within your Kanban board. Fine. So in next video, we'll come up with how to customize this Kanban board, how to add new column to the existing Kanban board, or how to make like you can see certain color changes, right, based on certain criterias, like certain fields, right, like maybe all the items belonging to Julia should be marked in green, or all the items belonging to certain field should be marked red, right? Or belong to particular tag, how it should be colored, right? So we'll see all those Kanban board customization features in the next video. Thank you for watching this video.